The rise of the digital has placed information at the center of our life. Any human activity constantly demands the access, selection, organization and exchange of an enormous amount of data. Our intelligence, our ability to process data, communicate and relate with others has become the very core of any productive activity. While sophisticated algorithms are optimizing any decision, can we still choose what is relevant? How do we turn this flooding of information into significant knowledge and knowledge into change? While the social and environmental challenges of this century demand urgent action, we are trapped into a maze of feedback loops and real-time adjustments, where practices and meanings are flattened on the continuous surface of capital reproduction. However, within the gelatinous spreading of this condition, aggregations of individuals continuously emerge and offer forms of resistance to the all-encompassing logic of economy. From the self-building cooperatives at the margin of the megalopolis to the territorial struggles of indigenous populations, from the movement of self-sustaining rural communities to the land trusts for affordable homes, a multiplicity of collective subjects animates a possible global struggle. These fragile but stubborn human associations are not just fashions or lifestyles. In their practices, in their spaces, in their systems of relations, they harbor a precious knowledge that can produce change. Diploma 20 explores the relationship between collective subjects and modes of production. We will investigate how artifacts, techniques, and forms of representation construct the common ground where the individuals identify with the collective and the collective establishes its presence in the territory. Against universal equivalents like money and information that flatten every relationship into exchange value, we reclaim the power of the material artifact to be the exemplary manifestation of a different use of life. Our long-term ambition is to develop an atlas of collective subjects and modes of production that could provide knowledge and tools for a radical change of our living practices. From this perspective, we believe that the role of the architect today is less about providing utopian or pragmatic solutions than to uncover and critically investigate existing forms of production and life. Diploma 20 is run by Campo, a space for study, debate and celebrate architecture founded in 2015 by Gianfranco Bombaci, Matteo Costanzo, Luca Galofaro and Davide Sacconi. By collaborating with a worldwide network of architects, artists, photographers and thinkers, Campo produces exhibitions, debates or didactic programs that explore the relationship between architecture and the city. We think of Campo's initiatives as liturgies of knowledge. For every project, Campo defines the rules of the game, invites contributors to participate, and supports a process that freely unfolds through discussions and cooperation towards unpredictable results. Every project is a ritual act that turns the undefined field of information into knowledge. By establishing frames and research mechanisms, every project defines a method and participates in a common archive of works, a fortress against the evanescence of memory and the instability of meaning. The students of Diploma 20 will choose, observe and engage with a collective subject. Using an anthropological gaze and a multiplicity of instruments, from text to drawings, from models to videos and etc., each student will document actions, spaces and relationships to construct an archive. We understand the archive as a collection of elements concretely defined, a field of inquiry, but also positioned within such a field. Building the archive means articulating the complex bond that holds it together, working through analogies, juxtapositions, and genealogies in a process of sampling and montage that defines the network of conceptual and aesthetic links that constitutes the archive itself. The technique of montage is understood not only as a formal procedure through which images and sequences can be created, but also as a method of design and knowledge production. The montage allows to break up the continuous flow of history in order to produce unexpected connections, uncover genealogies, and construct constellations of objects and meanings that can challenge the dominant narratives. Combining the anthropological gaze and the technique of montage, the construction of the archive becomes a powerful tool to establish the kind of distance from reality that allows a radical critique of existing conditions and the proposal of alternative scenarios. The paradigm of Diploma 20's investigation is the studiolo. Diffused in Italy between the 15th and the 16th century, the studiolo was a specific room in a Renaissance palace dedicated to study and contemplation, away from the preoccupation of business and war. The studiolo was a place of collection and display of art and science. Books, scientific instruments, artistic or natural treasures were tools and objects of study as much as precious items to be showcased. Thus, the studiolo was both a place of work, a space to exhibit findings and collectibles in specifically designed cabinets or installations, and a civic chapel for meditation and erudition. We understand the studiolo as our object of design, an archetype that each student will be free to interpret as a way to construct, organize, and display the archive of their collective subject, giving material and symbolic form to the desires, the struggles, and the hopes of a collective subject. The course will follow a precise structure, developing specific aspects of the research in each term. The first term will focus on the research method and on the individuation of the collective subjects. A series of incremental exercises will allow to familiarize with campus method, using materials from different archives to produce and curate coherent narratives, and at the same time experimenting with specific tools for the construction of images and models. In the second term, each student will be called to fully develop the archive, elaborating a documentation on the relationship between the collective subjects and its modes of production, forms of gathering, and presence in the territory. The third term will concentrate on the design of the studiolo, its representation and construction, its technical details, form of organization, and curatorial narratives. Diploma 20 understands the unit as a place for individual experimentation within a collective research. We are seeking students that are independent, that have a passion for architectural knowledge, and that feel the urgency of discovering possibilities of change in the existing reality. Together, we will combine artistic, anthropological, curatorial, and design perspectives to redefine the role of the architect in the face of the daunting challenges of the 21st century.